Coronation Street's Becky Swain sets her sights on reconnecting with ex-partner Lisa Swain next week as part of her secret plan to remove Carla Connor from the family in the ITV soap. Next week on Coronation Street, Becky Swain begins her mission to win back her former wife, Lisa Swain. A new preview clip shows the exes sharing a touching moment, reflecting on old times and the event that drove them apart. 4 years ago, Becky faked her own death and escaped to Spain after discovering someone was targeting her. Detective Inspector Costello assisted in covering up her disappearance, and it's now hinted that the two of them are concealing deeper secrets, with Becky described as a villain. Showrunner Kate Brooks teased that viewers haven't yet seen the full extent of Becky's darker side, though her current focus is on pushing Carla Connor out of the picture. Lisa, who believed herself to be a widow after Becky's staged death, has since found love again with Carla. The couple became engaged just a few months before Becky's dramatic return, and now it's clear Becky intends to destroy their happiness. Although her exact scheme remains unknown, one thing is certain: Becky is determined to reclaim her wife and daughter, Betsy Swain. She's desperate to rebuild the family she lost, and Carla stands firmly in her way. Carla's very presence poses a threat to Becky's plans, and with Carla away in Ireland, Becky might finally make her move. In a sneak peek, Becky spends time alone with Lisa following Betsy's arrest. The scene shows the pair relaxing on the sofa enjoying curry and wine together. Lisa, slightly tipsy, jokes about watching Game of Thrones like old times. Becky seizes the moment to remind her of the life they once shared. Quiet evenings at home, takeaways, and TV marathons, reigniting memories that could pull them back together. Lisa becomes reflective as memories flood back, but she soon reminds Becky that their cozy nights ended because Becky died, or so she believed. Becky quickly plays on Lisa's guilt, insisting it wasn't exactly easy for her either, having to live in hiding from dangerous people. When Lisa admits how painful life was without her, Becky confesses she often wishes she could rewind time to when they were still a family, stopping everything that forced her to disappear. Swept up in emotion, Lisa agrees, admitting she too longs for those days again. As Lisa grows teary, Becky gently runs her fingers through Lisa's hair. In response, Lisa takes Becky's hand and presses it to her cheek, a tender gesture that sparks hope in Becky's eyes. Her smile suggests she believes she might truly have a chance to win her back. But is this tender reunion what it appears to be? Could Lisa's feelings be more complicated than they seem? Coronation Street boss Kate Brooks has teased that Carla, Lisa, and Becky's tangled storyline, dubbed Swarla by fans, is far from over, with major twists still to come. The only question now is, how far will Becky go to reclaim the life she lost? Coronation Street's Dee star emotional as she breaks silence on reason for quitting soap. Actress Chanique Sterling Brown has wrapped filming her final scenes for the ITV soap. The Coronation Street star has emotionally discussed her decision to leave the long-running series after completing her last scenes. Chanique first appeared on the show in 2022 as Dee Bailey, the highly talked-about daughter of Ed and Aggie Bailey, who had joined the Cobbles 3 years earlier with their sons Michael and James. Dee, whose real name was Diana, quickly became a fan favorite and went on to win Best Newcomer at the British Soap Awards in 2023. Last month, Chanique took to social media to inform fans of her plans to depart Weatherfield, posting, "After 3 whirlwind years of Dee Bailey, I've decided to say farewell to the Cobbles. Bittersweet to be saying goodbye, but I am so excited for new adventures and cherishing the end of playing Princess Diana in all her many expressions." Now, for the first time, Chanique has shared more about why she chose to leave, revealing that although she was offered another year-long contract, she felt it was time to explore new opportunities. Fighting back tears while discussing her departure, she told the Manchester Evening News and other outlets how she came to her decision. "I made the choice in spring, and it wasn't a hasty one. I really took a couple of months after being offered the next year's contract just to think it through. I felt genuinely torn, But ultimately, I had this sense that it was the right moment. I've been incredibly fortunate, had the chance to tell amazing stories, and it's been a truly wonderful experience. And of course, my faith played a big part in my decision, so I really took my time to reflect and pray about it. I think I reached a place where I felt I'd accomplished what I was meant to do here, even if I never fully knew what that was, and that it was time to be brave. It was evident Shanique was cherished by her colleagues, who had hoped she might stay. Speaking about telling the soap's producers, she admitted, "It was really nerve-wracking. I kept asking if I could speak to Kate, and the response was like, 'Well, we're heading into long-term conference next week. Then she's on holiday the week after. So maybe the week after that, we can give you an update?' I thought, oh no, I need to be seen now. They asked if it was an emergency, and I said, it's just time sensitive. I was anxious about breaking the news, but they were so understanding and supportive. Kate even suggested I sleep on it over the weekend, but my mind was already made up. Their support has been really lovely." Looking ahead, Shanique revealed she's keen to explore new opportunities and take on fresh challenges, including a potential return to the stage. "I'm keeping an open mind because I'm still relatively young," she said. "I'd love to perform on stage again. Television is incredible, but it's such a different experience. I'd love to try film, drama, or comedy. There's so much out there. I don't really have a fixed wish list, but I do have personal ambitions I'd like to pursue privately." Coronation Street's Gail Platt set for Cobble's return as Platt family prepares for baby. Gail Platt has been a beloved figure on Coronation Street for over 50 years, first appearing in 1974 as the hapless-in-love mother of three. Over the decades, she's been central to numerous storylines, from drama involving her children David, Sarah, and Nick Tilsley, to shocking betrayals and murders. Last June, Helen Worth announced she would be leaving the show, saying, "This year felt like the perfect time to leave after celebrating 50 years in the most wonderful job on the most wonderful street in the world." Gail's exit centered on her wedding to Jesse Chadwick, with the couple flying to France on a Christmas Day special. Since then, Gail has occasionally been mentioned, and David even visited her earlier this year. Meanwhile, the Platts continue to make headlines, with David's wife Shona revealing she's expecting her first child. Fans are now speculating when Grandma Gail will return, with some suggesting it could be around the baby's arrival, even if only via a video call. Julia Goulding, who plays Shona, teased in September that the storyline will bring twists and turns and plenty of drama. Coronation Street airs Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 p.m. on ITV1 and ITVX.